Coming up on Levi Trumbull Reporting.
You're an idiot.
Thank you, Benjamin.
You're an idiot.
Take care, Benjamin.
You're an idiot.
Yeah, well, we know that, and I'm a world-class as I just said. Can I finish? Can I finish with my speech, sir?
All right.
Jesus!
Please, hey, all right. Do we need to take a recess?
First Amendment activist Shaun Porter starts World War III at the Fredrick County Board of Education.
Referring to Mr. Black as a black man and lynching was extremely inappropriate and racist, and his comments were extremely anti-Semitic, mentioning Netanyahu.
But the crying tears from the school board members quickly drown out the fire.
The behavior in this boardroom has at times gotten out of hand. We had a parent with a child who had to cover the ears, and I see they're no longer here. Miss Meunier and I met with a Webelos troop. I couldn't even encourage them to come to the board meeting. We're hearing from parents all the time now emailing us, well, I used to bring my children, but now I don't feel that I can.
Before this meeting this evening, my spouse texted me and said he was coming with my children. And I said, no, I don't want them here. And I think that's a real shame that I don't want my own children to be in this room to support this work because of what they might hear.
All right, guys, what's happening? Levi Trumbull reporting outside of Frederick County Public Schools. Man, it was really explosive in there. We're here with, what was your name, by the way?
I am Commissioner Derek Harvey. I'm 70 years old, and I am married to the largest figure in Republican politics since President Taft.
So what just happened inside here, Frederick County Public Schools? You got into a little bit of a scuffle with somebody, and that was quite unique.
Well, there was a guy that looked like Benjamin Netanyahu. And I just referenced that, I disagree with Benjamin Netanyahu over there, and he got so triggered because apparently he is a Jewish guy that hates Benjamin Netanyahu. So every time I called him that, which was about 50 times, he just kept getting angrier and angrier and angrier at me. And he cut into my time. And then Ray Gallagher, the lady that's the presiding officer, she's the president of the place, she would not restore my time, which is ridiculous because I am Commissioner Derek Harvey from Washington County, and I'm looking for your vote.
All right, guys, check it out right here, Crazy Situation, and we'll catch you real soon.
Why do we have books talking about doggy and sucking? What the f? You know what? How about I donate y'all some books? I want to see this instead of doggy and sucking. Y'all are some and you can't do anything because this is First Amendment. I can call y'all except you, Mr. Black. Happy birthday. First Amendment.
Next, we have Derek Harvey.
Hello, I'm here to speak out against Policy 443. My name is Derek Harvey, and I am Washington County Board of County Commissioners. I'm 70 years old, and I'm taking this opportunity to come out as gay. Gay. But I'm still against Policy 443 because I don't think we should force people to use pronouns because we have a First Amendment right not to. A little bit about my background as to why I'm able to weigh in on this subject so much better than the straight people who were speaking before me. As a world-class sucker, I have a lot more experience dealing with these issues. And, you guys are speaking out of turn. You don't know what the kids are going through these days. I mean, I have Benjamin Netanyahu over here talking about what it's like to be a teenager in the modern era.
I resent that.
You resemble that. You look like Benjamin Netanyahu. Again, you look just like Benjamin Netanyahu.
I resent your mischaracterization of
All right, we're not going to engage.
attacking me.
Okay, Benjamin.
We're not going to engage.
You're an idiot.
Thank you, Benjamin.
You're an idiot.
Take care, Benjamin.
You're an idiot.
Yeah, well, we know that, and I'm a world-class sucker, as I just said. Can I finish? Can I finish with my speech, sir?
All right.
Jesus!
Please, hey,
Names, yes,
all
you
right.
can.
Do we need to take a recess?
We need to reestablish my time because this guy's stealing it.
Can I ask, we're going to allow him to speak because that's unfortunately what we do.
Unfortunately, you're describing my free speech as unfortunate. Ma'am, I'm a Washington County Board of County Commissioners and a world-class cocksucker. Well, because I'm here to speak out against a policy that I think is wrong.
You live in Washington County.
All right, we're going to stop. We're going to stop the time. We're not going to engage. Thank you.
Can I have my time restored? Benjamin Netanyahu stole all my time.
You may not. You may continue, and then we're going to proceed.
Okay, I'm going to run over time then. Go for it.
You are not.
So anyway, as a world-class sucker, I'm better able to speak about these issues. Now, essentially, you guys want to make little girls able to use boys' rooms and boys able to use little girls' room, and that's not correct. That's not something that we do. That's not America. That's not normal, and it's never been normal, unlike what other people have said before me. Now, essentially, you guys spent, I found out, not $25,000, $30,000 going after the black guy here. You basically had a legal lynching of his free speech because he was saying that you're free to be you and we're free to be free from you, which is simply saying you can't force pronouns to be used. And again, I don't know why we're here when we have a First Amendment that protects citizens' rights, teachers and students' rights not to be forced to use pronouns. It seems like we're wasting a lot of time and effort on this. I don't believe it's something that's valuable to the educational experience. And your only job is to teach children, not sexualize them and not to try to groom them to be toys for elderly old men. So long story short, I'm against policy 443, and as a world-class sucker, I do believe that it is wrong for you to put boys in girls' rooms and girls in boys' rooms. It's pretty simple stuff. I see that I'm out of time because, Benjamin Netanyahu stole my time. Yes, I am. Thank you very much. Again, Derek Harvey. Remember the name this election cycle in Washington County.
Thank you, Mr.
Yes,
Porter.
I am an asshole. Thank you again. Derek
We're going to move on.
Well, I'm sad Mr. Porter left the room when I was going to say this, but his joke about referring to Mr. Black as a black man and lynching was extremely inappropriate and racist, and his comments were extremely anti-Semitic, mentioning Netanyahu, and that is extremely frustrating to hear, and hearing laughter amongst this dais is extremely inappropriate.
The behavior in this boardroom has at times gotten out of hand. We had a parent with a child who had to cover the ears, and I see they're no longer here. Ms. Meunier and I met with a WWIII's troop. I couldn't even encourage them to come to the board meeting. We're hearing from parents all the time now emailing us, well, I used to bring my children, but now I don't feel that I can. That bothers me. 50 years of my life I've put into doing things for children, for students. They should be able to come to these meetings, and the fact that adults are keeping them from doing that is inexcusable.
Before this meeting this evening, my spouse texted me and said he was coming with my children. And I said, no, I don't want them here. And I think that's a real shame that I don't want my own children to be in this room to support this work because of what they might hear coming out of the mouths of some of the people who have come to our meetings recently. And so I think it's a real shame. And a lot of what we've been hearing lately has nothing to do with how we can better our school system and improve our outcomes for our students and support our educators and support staff. I'm going to say unfortunately again, unfortunately, some of what has been said in this room is allowable. And I find that to be unacceptable. And so I apologize to anybody who doesn't feel comfortable having their children here. This should be a space that is safe for our students to come. It should be a space that is safe for our community members to come and not be insulted. It should be a space that's safe for our board members. The reality of where we are right now is that this is the reality of where we are right now. So I thank all of you that continue to come.